Okay, so in this video, I share a quick update on the all new Google Pixel 8 Pro here. Let's go ahead and jump in. First things first, this phone has been amazing. I really commend Google for the many improvements it's brought to this phone right here. Now, of course, I'm not saying that it's a perfect phone or anything, but by gosh, this phone is good, especially the typical or the average consumer. It does so many things to make your life easier. And the reason I say this is because if you were to pick a phone like the S23 Ultra or maybe the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the iPhone 15 Pro Max in that particular case is also a good consumer phone, but it feels like it's solely focused on power, on just horsepower, even though most people, I'm thinking the vast majority of people, will never tap into that power, right? Google takes everything and figures out what the right medium is to make you get the most out of your phone, right? It truly is built to make your life just easier. That's all it does. It truly is so intuitive that it makes things come to you very, very easily. On top of all of the improvements that, Google went ahead and implemented on this phone. This, by the way, is not going to be a full review of this phone here, but it's going to be me highlighting a lot of the good things that you should keep in mind if you're currently in the market for this phone. By the way, I'm going to have some links in the description because Best Buy is running some crazy deals on this guy here. You could get up to $200 off. So you can pick up this guy here for $7.99. I'm going to have the link in the description. As I mentioned, Best Buy is still running this Black Friday, even though the Black Friday deals actually died with Black Fridays. Best Buy went ahead and still kept those, so make sure to hit those links. But anyways, let's start off with the processing power, right? Right now you have the Tensor G3 here, which is a much more improved chipset, and it does wonders on this phone here. I haven't had any stutters or lags or any performance related issues. In fact, that chipset is doing so good with heat management. If you remember, last year with the Pixel 7 series, we had some issues, right? So all of that has been fixed. Google essentially listened to all of the complaints from last year or any other year before that and fixed everything pretty much. I am happy with the performance of the Tensor G3. It's doing very well with heat management, so the chipset has been optimized to the top, really. The battery, 5050 milliamp, that is pretty large battery, obviously for a relatively large phone here. So you have that large battery, great heat management and battery management with that Tensor G3. That is a very nice combo. So battery life over 7.5 SOT. And that's just with my usage. Of course, this is subjective. You may get more or you may get less, but I can tell you that you will definitely see an entire day with your phone, at least an entire day with your phone, and more, of course, if you go ahead and make some changes with the battery. The display, top level display. This was one of the brightest displays of the year, by the way. So super bright display at 2400 nits. Quad HD Plus here. Picture quality, so freaking sharp. LTPO here, you have high refresh rate, anywhere from 1, it bounces anywhere from 1 all the way to 120 hertz. So everything is super smooth here. Add that to the fact that, Google is kind of the king when it comes down to animation and just how smooth things are. It's so buttery smooth. All of the, AI stuff that was added here to make your life, just easier. If we just take things like smart replies and that ability to communicate when you get a call, it actually gets to probe the person calling so that you can adjust or gauge to see what you want to do with that call. And then of course it executes, whatever your command is. The editing directly on the phone here. I know many people like to edit on their phone, maybe take pictures or videos and be able to edit and post it immediately. You're able to do that. All of those very cool features and so much more has been improved, right, to make this phone really, really good. Let's quickly talk cameras here. You cannot talk Pixel phone without highlighting the camera. The Pixel 8 Pro here has brand new camera setup, really. As always, of course, excellent quality. And I personally still think that this is the best camera in the market for pictures. Video quality has improved so much on this phone here, especially with that new camera. It's essentially on par with a lot of the other flagships out there. Again, many people talked and Google listened and improved on a lot of the things that people were complaining about. And they did even more, right? One of the main things that people were complaining about was just software support. You used to get 3 years and 4 years of security support. Now they're doing up to 7 years. And funny enough, when they said 7 years, people still complain. People were complaining that, oh, it's only 3 and 4 years. Google was like, well, you know what? Let's do 7 years. Now people are like, well, that's too long. Who's holding on to their phone for 7 years? It's like Google doesn't win, right? But anyway, so up to 7 years support. That is insane. To those of you who like to hold on to their phone for a while, that would be, pretty good news. But anyways, so that's just kind of my quick take, an update that this is a very good phone. If you remember, I was rocking this phone as my primary phone and rocking my S23 Ultra. Or was it my iPhone? I don't remember. I believe it was the S23 Ultra as my secondary phone because I have two numbers. And I really got close and personal with this phone here for those past couple of months. Very, very good phone. I highly recommend it. Of course, depending on what you're looking for in the market, make sure to hit the link in the description to take a look at some of the deals that are currently available. As I mentioned, Best Buy has this running. Take a look at that deal and see if that's something that you can go ahead and pick up. Let me know any questions you may have in the comment section. I'm going to catch you in the comment section like I always do. Make sure to share this video, of course. Like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm going to catch you in the next video as well. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.